Yeah, good evening and welcome to Alibaba Seriously, the last edition for the year. And I want to thank all of you. I want to thank all of you for watching and staying with us, especially those people who call from Nasarawa, from Jigawa, from Gombe, all across the country, everyone that has been calling on this show. And then your emails. What we'll do from next year is that we'll begin to read emails and then letters that are written to us so that people can have a feel. You can express yourself properly, especially on the show. Now, we thank you so much also for keeping late nights with us, because we understand that some of you watch this show and go to sleep and just have maybe about like only 5 hours of sleep or 6 hours of sleep and then wake up and spend the rest in traffic. Yeah. So, yes.
And then some who watch outside the house. By the time they come back, their wives don't let them in. Yeah.
Okay, so that means try and get yourself a television set at home, all right? All right. Well, it's been a... what did that senator say? The country was doing like this.
We were not there when he said...
We went.
All right. Okay, so... you know, this show is about balance. We have talked about everybody. There's nobody that we have not talked about, from the president, the vice president, to this thing. And we've celebrated people, we've mourned, we've questioned, and that's what the show is about. So today, we want to just use it to look back at everything that has happened in the year. It's been a year for Burna Boy.
Yeah. Talking about Burna Boy, a mortuary in Anambra got burnt. Over 50 dead bodies burnt beyond recognition. Nobody survived.
But well, that's double wahala now. What did that fella say? So people that are dead will now.
But then nobody survived.
Nobody survived. They were looking there, still looking for survivors.
In the mortuary. All right. Okay. All right. But in any case, it was a very busy year. Two-Face had that monster hit. Amaka disappoints me. It looks like Two-Face is not giving up at all. If they release one, he will release one too. And then this was the year of that music video. Tiwa Savage.
Everywhere still.
Everywhere still.
Everywhere still.
Yeah. And
what baffles me the most is that you know so much about videos, but you don't criticize them. I still don't know why. Is it because they are your friends, or because they are? Yes, the music video, the quality, the sound.
Was the quality not good?
I'm just saying, but you don't criticize music videos in Nigeria. Why?
He will after January 1st.
Or you just look at the video and you just.
I look at the video. How?
I said you just look at the video and you just sigh. Eh? I think it's high time you begin to say your mind about some videos.
Okay, all right. Okay, the only thing I say is that there's some videos that we can't play on this show. Because the stew video, we can't play it here. Because we're not into food like that. Okay, we're into food. We had a chef here on this show.
Yes.
Last time.
Yes.
And she came with her sous chef.
Yeah.
And so today again, we're going to have another chef. Yeah. And the food this one wants to make is not you are not used to it. So don't celebrate.
As long as we let go full, it's all right.
All right. This year too, they beat Arsenal. Liverpool. Liverpool has no respect. And Africa was part of doing that. Mohammed, what was that?
Salah, Mane.
Is it Mane?
Black people doing black things to black people. It's not bad. It's not good.
And Salah, Mane, and but I think Arsenal deserve it.
Okay, we're on television.
Okay,
all right, so,
Listen, you beat me on national TV.
When we take
This is
a
a
break.
disgrace to my career. You beat me on national TV.
Hey.
And no, me again, don't want to check it popular.
Just bring the watch, let me go.
All right. Then this year too, Wizkid launched his clothing line.
Yeah,
Starboy, and sold out in New York and in Paris.
Yeah.
He sold out in New York and Paris, but before he came back, Abuja sold out on his behalf.
Abuja, the Starboy was B-O-I.
And this year, the spelling guy was Gaga.
Mr. Spell.
He spelled Buhari.
just like one guy like that, instead of Lacoste.
Jesus. Let's
No, we're going to talk about it.
That's not part of what happened this
That's
year.
not part of it. Who won it?
No, then let's just forget about all those things.
Go to is it Delta? Where does it say?
Simon.
Those things were just.
This man. Oh, okay. Went to buy a Lacoste shirt. And they sold him low-cost beans. That's what was written on the shirt.
They were low-cost there.
It was low cast.
Low-cast.
I didn't know it was going to cast easy.
Abba boys.
But is it that they can make the same quality, but why can't they write the same name?
If this is that man that is spelling Buhari that is making the, how will it be correct?
They will just write Eli Umpam. See,
Good.
All right. This year too, Davido bought assurance for his wife.
Yeah, it was
his babe.
Yes. Give her.
Yes, and the show was sold out too.
Sold out. All the shows have been sold out.
Atlantic that even the Mami Water were complaining. They couldn't sleep. It was that bad. Yeah. And even this guy had the show.
Mami Waters were complaining, but Shoma talked to them. And it was she said, it's family.
Insta block, can you hear that? Also, just called Shoma Mami Water.
Okay, well, yes, other things happened. This year, Files. This year's Files dropped. This is Nigeria.
Yes.
This is Nigeria. Caught fire.
Yeah.
And
it was banned.
And one of the biggest news that came out: movies. The King of Boys. King of Boys by Kemi Adetiba was, in fact, it's still in the cinemas. In some cinemas. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. It's a great move for Nigerian movies. And then Chief Daddy also came out. Then Yoruba Demons by AY. Which other big movie came
Wedding
out?
Party, is it 3?
Was it this year Wedding Party 3 came out?
Is that 3 yet?
2.
Is that 3 yet?
You don't know the one this boy has already started making on our behalf. Wedding Party 3.
In fact, in that Wedding Party 3, sir, you don't know. There was a party we were working.
Who was working?
Smoke and out.
It's big car that will jam you. 3 and 4. All right. So many things this year. So we're going to do a beautiful review of this year. And this year, J1 did what?
When he said this year.
Oh. No. This year, these boys came to Nigeria. Bobby Brown.
New edition.
Wow. Came to Nigeria. Naomi Campbell came to Nigeria. Wow. Came to Atlantic Beach.
Nigeria has been going to her now.
Beach came to Atlantic Beach.
They call Atlantic.
All right. So there was and then Big Brother was won by Miracle. Miracle.
We don't know where it is.
Yeah, we don't even know where Miracle is now. Yeah. But they said Miracle was a pilot that time.
He's still a pilot.
He's flown
This
away.
one nobody is hearing from him. Maybe he flew across Bermuda Triangle.
And then this year, the Oba of Benin broke tradition and left Benin and flew to Abuja.
Wow.
Because never in the history Oba no they go transfer doesn't leave Benin city at all.
Why is the airport bad?
Huh?
Is it that the airport is bad?
No, it's tradition. The Oba doesn't leave anywhere.
Benin.
Everybody comes to the Oba.
Wow.
Yeah, but this one I had to travel.
This one is a young guy.
It's not about economy.
This one is a young person.
And then this year too, Fayose submitted himself to EFCC. Say, EFCC, here I am.
Wow.
So many people are in pain because of that.
Yeah.
All right. Our Falcons won the female Nations Cup,
yeah.
and they beat South Africa. And there's so many things that happen. We're going to be reviewing those things all through the program. Simon Case, what was the biggest hit this year? Oh, this hit was on. Waiting again. That's Victor Eddy.
Yeah.
Victor Eddy. Beautiful year for Victor Eddy. One Day Cole had a concert in UK, sold out. Two-Face had a concert, and Wizkid had a concert in the UK, sold out.
Even Burna Boy.
Burna Boy
was even the sold out test because even white people came.
Wow.
Burna Boy was the sold out test.
As it was sold out than Wizkid's show.
Like he did a soul music.
And this year, I need to make, this one is my territory. I need to say, Basket Mouth performed with
Russell Peters.
Russell Peters, yes. Yeah. Performed with Russell Peters. When see, you didn't clap.
I clapped.
I better wish yourself well. You know, the bridge, what has been happening is that South Africans have been enjoying the platforms that the West have been providing all this while. But these doors are beginning to open to us, Nigerians. Was it this year that they had the Wakanda movie?
Yes, Black Panther.
Are you sure?
Yeah, this year.
Black Panther? No, it wasn't this year. No, Black Panther
This year.
was last
This
year.
year. This year. It was this year.
Was Black Panther this year?
Yes, this year.
It was last year.
And
Black Panther last year.
I know, I didn't collect change. I can never forget at the cinema.
Okay, all right.
Sir, South Africa and so many international conglomerates artists, they flew to South Africa to perform. First time Jay-Z, Beyonce came to Africa.
Those ones have come here before. Forget. It's not the first time. They've come now. They came for Nduka Biagbena's concert. Abi?
Yes.
They've come. They came twice. Jay-Z comes all the time. What are you talking about?
Whenever they come.
Even when Beyonce came, she did Nigerian national anthem
Yes.
and performed and ate pepper soup, and they took her to the hospital. She saw the pepper soup. He said, "Oh yeah, it looks like some starter." And they used Ghana pepper with that atarodo. Hello. All right. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, today's show is going to be wow wow. We have Nina from Big Brother. You know, Nina from Big Brother. Television makes people look big. Oh. When I saw Nina, I said, did she leave some of herself at home? Anyway, you talk to us today. And then this year, I failed. I promised myself that I was going to get 6 packs, like Ebuka. But Ebuka didn't let it happen.
Ebuka.
All right. Shower their blessings. All right. And then we're rounding up now with this first segment. But we want to let you know that there's a chef in the house. There's a Big Brother housemate in the house. There is a comedian from South Africa in the house. We also have the Honorable Minister of Information right here in the studio with us. So, man, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank the able God for everything. Yeah. We'll go on a break. When we're right back, we'll be taking our guests. All right. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pleasure that I want to introduce you again to our chef. He's getting ready, but as soon as the chef is ready, I'll take you to him. He's just putting his things together, his ingredients and everything. He has called the name of the food, but since he's the one making it, he will call the name by himself again, because there was something balls and and something inside. Anyway, you've watched Big Brother, and you enjoyed her presence in the house. She was one of the finalists. Ladies and gentlemen, she's not only interesting, she's very bright. But how are you, Nina?
I'm fine.
Where are you from?
I'm from Owerri, Imo State.
Owerri girls. Owerri girls. Which song is that? Junior Sago. Everybody show your handwork. Okay, how are you? What's the real name? It's not Nina. So what's the full name?
Nina.
Okay, now.
What's your botanical name?
What your parents now say? They say, okay, when they do the baby dedication, we dedicate this baby and we call the baby Nina.
Nina
Okay,
Kwala.
that's the English name for Nina.
Chinonso.
Is the Chinonso that you change to Nina?
No, Nina is my English name. Chinonso is my native name.
Your native name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's Chinonso? What does Chinonso mean?
God is near.
God is near.
God is near me.
God is near me. Chinosom.
No, Chinonso, but I'm just adding near me.
Okay. All right. So, okay. All right. Are you, how many of you are in your family?
With 5.
What number are you?
4.
I just saw that
Number
you are nearly like the baby of the house.
Yeah.
Say they are stopped like 2. They would have given birth.
Yeah.
Okay, good. But okay, when you decide to have children, how many do you want to have?
3.
You don't want to beat your parents' record.
No.
How many girls will be there? 3 girls or 2 girls?
2 girls, 1 boy. Yeah.
2 girls, 1 boy.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Who is the guy? Wait first now. Who is the guy?
No, we don't know who the guy is yet.
And why are you wasting time? Okay, if you were to choose your guy, mention 5 things he must have. That you must tall, handsome, dark. You like dark guys, right?
Yes.
You're into me, but you don't know.
Okay. Okay. What? Any other thing?
He must be caring.
Your brother said,
I'm not caring. He's vying for himself.
He must be very caring. He must be tall.
Let me see.
No, just keep mentioning.
This is my short form. If I talk for you,
Okay, so caring, tall, dark.
Yeah.
He must be very cute.
All right.
That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. You are describing Nebuka. This one, I only say category. See, look at the guy at the back.
and that's the best of him.
If he's angry, he won't like it. He will be like ghost.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
You get used to it.
Okay, all right. So, 5th one.
Mm-hmm.
He must have money.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Yes.
But it helps, right?
I can't suffer.
For now, you will have to.
But I'm not going to depend on his money. I'm working,
okay.
but at least.
Just taking it with time.
Okay, so since you left Big Brother house, what has been your project? What have you been doing?
Well, I have my own lipstick.
Okay. What's it called?
Nina Cosmetics.
Okay.
Then
What colors do you have?
I have nude, I have pink, I
What's
have
nude?
red. Nude,
Explain
like
well,
nude.
Okay.
I have pink, I have red, I have lip gloss, then I have this kind of purple.
Okay. All right then. All right. Okay. Yeah, but you're still with us. All right. So we're going to talk to you about a lot more other things. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Nina. Igbo girl, she must sell market. We'll go on a break when we come back. All right, so welcome back. You see that I'm standing now because it has come to the part where we are introducing our chef. Chef KD, how are you?
Very fine, thank you, sir.
Okay, so this one are your friend. This is onions now.
Yes, it is.
So I know the names of some of these ingredients. So what's here?
That is breadcrumbs.
That's like agege bread.
Well, probably idumota.
All right, so what's in here?
That's garlic. This is my special garlic that has been here for over 4 years.
Garlic lasts that long?
When it's in oil and there's no water inside.
Because the only thing that lasts that long that I know, apart from honey, is cheese. Yes.
Yes.
The older the cheese gets, the better.
Exactly.
All right. Except
So it's the
Wara
same
from Kano.
it's the same principle with this garlic.
Okay. All right. So that is frying, and then so what is the name of what you're preparing?
Thank you. What we're doing is beer braised meatballs with creamy.
You hear? You don't hear? You don't hear?
Yeah, beer brand meatball.
Beer braised meatballs.
Okay.
With creamy mashed potatoes topped with fresh greens.
With creamy mashed potatoes topped with fresh greens.
Yes.
That they put a wedu on top of the.
Then we'll step on that.
But the kind of chef I am, I like to put nice slants on things. And I know a lot of people are like, Oyinbo food, Oyinbo food, Oyinbo food.
Okay.
So there'll be some notes inside that take you back to core Africa. Like
When you say note, when they say note, what comes to your mind? When they say note, what comes to your mind?
Do-re-mi.
Eh?
Do-re-mi.
Do-re-mi. All right, so notes, okay?
So my trusty friend here,
Yeah.
Cameroon pepper.
What is the difference between Cameroon pepper and Ghana pepper?
One is from Cameroon.
I didn't expect that. Chef, no, please. Don't be doing that. What is it?
Actually, you're the comedian.
All right, okay, so how long does it take to prepare this?
Well, because of your show, I'm going to stretch it to be roughly about 45 minutes to 1 hour.
But if you place an order in the restaurant, will 45 minutes take long?
It happens all the time. They bring wash and butter for you.
Yes, on that Ferrero that they do. Why do you people take long to make food from the kitchen to rent?
Well, if you're having dishes a la minute, then it has to be as
Wait.
a la minute.
It's not because of me, oh. I'm asking because of these people.
Of course, I can tell.
Okay,
I'm
so
feeling like
it's because this guy is from Bayelsa. So when you say Alame, you think it's a
Tobara.
Easy to see now.
Did you hear him?
that what you just spoke.
He said Tobara.
That's Bayelsa mixed with Badagria.
Okay, so
I want to do the dish in such a way that when you're ready, it is going to be ready for
all right.
you.
The Honorable Minister is here. He's a widely traveled man, and he first degrees in French, so he knows all this la coute, la feuille, la manche, everything. So we'll leave you while you are doing this, and then I'll go sit down and we'll get ready for this. So
Thank you.
Okay. So chef, take it away. All right. No. This is one of the classic songs in Nigeria. This is Victor Olaya. The song is about someone who sells dodo.
That's it, and moi. Because
and then a fight broke out.
Yeah. They broke out the fight.
They didn't broke out a fight broke out. We'll take a break.
Let's break.
All right, welcome back. So I'm in between two devils now. To my right, and I was thinking that to my right was worse, and somebody said, Femi that is on your left is even worse.
He is worse, for real. Because I don't know how he coins his words, and he says them out of arbitration of the fear of Posho. You understand? What will people say? And all that.
I don't know what he's talking.
Okay.
I don't know what he's talking about.
If Femi is shaking his head like,
What does fear of arbitration mean?
Oh, wait, you are following his English.
No, I want him to explain what he just said.
Okay, explain it.
I'm a man of my words. I don't have to.
The man of your
Femi's
own words.
No. I thought I could say rubbish. I thought I could say nonsense. But when I asked Femi, I felt my nonsense.
All right. Well, in your own case, your nonsense is local. Yours is international. London, South Africa.
That's true. Anyway.
So, when did you first discover that you had this talent? You're a mathematician.
Well, that's my background, but I don't
not
know.
your background.
That's my background.
That's what you. So let's add it all together
okay.
now.
Right now I'm in IT.
Okay.
But the comedy started as a fluke mistake, probably. I was bored one day and decided to just record a video from my webcam on my laptop, and I put it out there.
And people lapped it up.
And people lapped it up. people started laughing. And then I discovered that I could do impressions too. So I added that to
What was your first impression?
My first impression was of Patrick Obahiamon.
And you say this one speaks nonsense.
It's just an impression of the man.
Let's have an impression of.
Okay, let me actually do the impression that I did that day.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, is this MTN? I'm calling to report that my subscriptionals to my data metumos has expired. Sorry, your call has been terminated. Hello. Hello. Yeah.
Okay. He's well than you.
He's worse, so Femi, stop pretending. Femi is worse. Have you seen his video? He will say he did a video about Ebola. Yes, he did a video about Shaku Shaku that
You did the video. What?
You
did what with the video?
No, he said a video, not the video.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now, which of your videos have the highest views?
Okay, most recently, it was one of these. I don't know if you saw these boys that were dancing to a song called Coupe.
Okay.
Yes.
Those boys that
yes,
were doing like this.
So I did it.
Those boys, like, they look like the man behind you now.
No, he looks better than them.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay.
Yes. It looks better.
You're a man.
Can't you see his hair?
You see, now they have to stop
very
serving alcohol. They have to stop serving alcohol in the lounge.
Any boy looks better than those boys.
he doesn't just like the boys.
Even Mr. Ainana there.
I thought you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did it out of beef.
No, it wasn't beef.
No. Be honest with us.
Okay, it wasn't beef. I was just protecting our honor.
Like
What
me.
honor?
Yes,
You're a fine
our
boy.
honor.
You're a fine boy.
Oh, I am.
You're a fine boy. You have
Thank you
6
very
packs.
much.
It is us that are concerned about those kind of this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just doing a reaction to, because they were everywhere, and I got tired, so I had to defend. I had to say what people could not say.
Okay.
Yes, and that video, I think got over 200,000 views, and
Wow.
yeah, that's the most. I also did a parody of This Is Nigeria.
Okay.
On the same day that Fowls
Released
this, I released my own first shot. So I'm upset at Fowls right now. If you can hear this.
So he copied you in a way.
In a way, he copied me. And
So where did you hear it from that you copied him? Sorry, Abi?
Where did I hear This Is Nigeria from? I heard it from
Somebody that he was going to release This Is Nigeria, and you quickly released it before he released it.
No. In my mind, I was already going to release This Is Nigeria May 25th this year. And I recorded the video that day, released it. An hour later, I saw that Fowls was trending. I was like, but
you thought it was trending on your behalf?
I did my own first now. Why am I not trending? But I must say that my own did very well.
Better than Fowls, so?
Well, just a bit under Fowls' own.
By like 100,000?
Something like that.
That's the beat.
P. Diddy almost saw it, but he didn't see it. Can you imagine? Almost saw it, but he didn't see it.
Growing up, where did you grow up?
I grew up in... Okay, first we were in Canada. And then we moved to Lagos. And then...
Where did you lose your Ajabota? Where did you lose your Ajabota? The Ajabota in you, where did you lose it? When did you lose?
I haven't lost the Ajabota in me. I'm actually quite Ajabota-ish.
You?
Actually. You know, it's an absolute pleasure to be on your show, Mr. Baba. Absolute pleasure. I've studied your work from when I was young, and I'm sitting right next to you.
This is the leftover of what you crammed, Abi.
It's not a cram, actually. It's not a cram. It's an absolute pleasure sitting right next to you, Mr. Baba. Can I call you that?
Yes,
Mr. Baba.
Yeah, Baba.
Yeah.
I like being called Baba.
Yeah. No one has ever called you Mr. Baba.
Did you hear it for that? I said it for that again.
Should be you on banger to Baba.
Okay, how long did you, growing up in Canada compared to, what would you compare growing up to Canada with? Like, did you have opportunities?
That was a long time ago. I don't really
like 60 years ago, 50?
55 thereabouts.
Okay, when's your birthday?
My birthday is April 23rd.
You believe in astrology?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you don't believe in all those cancer?
Zodiac.
Although I'm a Taurus, no, I don't. I've never followed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. How long are you in Nigeria for?
I leave on the 3rd of January.
When did you come in?
I came in on the 15th.
Which airport did you land at?
Lagos. This is a trick question.
No, it's not a trick question. No, it's not a trick question.
Mohammed International Airport. Yes.
How did you see the airport compared to your Canadian airport?
Okay, firstly, when I landed, it was hot.
Okay. But then you acclimatized.
Then I acclimatized. But I haven't, because I find out that I sweat.
Let me tell
and everyone around me is not
Okay,
sweating.
let me tell you why the airport is like that. We don't like to give you double drama. Because if the airport is cool,
yes,
and you go out and it's hot, your temperature will just... But it's good to introduce you into it before you get out into the traffic.
So that
you know that
and
that's how... Nigeria is the hottest country.
It is.
Yes.
Very hot.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Where did you spend Christmas?
I spent Christmas here in Lagos.
What did you do?
I went to a house party.
Do you in Canada or America or any of those places, do you eat that rice with local fowl? Do you find local fowl?
Okay, I'm actually in Namibia right now.
What's happening in Namibia?
I have a job there.
Is Namibia better than Nigeria?
No.
Because I'm in Nigeria, let me not say. But it's a beautiful country. It's a good country.
Is it better than Nigeria? Do they have jollof rice there?
There's 24 hours light.
What are you guys doing for?
All right, so we'll take a break. We'll take a break. Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll take it. All right, so welcome back. We're still in the heat of reviewing everything that happened in the year. And so now we're talking with our music director, Simon Keys. This year we had guests on this show. Do you remember the people that RMD was on this show?
Yeah. J-Mike was on this show.
J-Mike, yes, J-Mike was on this show.
MI was too.
MI was on this show. I wasn't here when he came.
Yes, but
who anchored when he came? It was Bigger. It was Chigo. Chigo nearly stole my show. My director from Abuja called, that's Wale Koka, called and said he thinks that they should change the name to Chigo seriously. So I banned her. Wale Koka, I banned her from coming in. They said she was pressing the right buttons, and her interview was smooth. Ketenshaw has been on the show as well.
Zainab Balogun, Sound Sultan.
Who is Zainab Balogun?
Zainab.
Is it Zainab because Zainab?
Okay, it's Zainab.
Zainab Balogun was on the show.
Did you copy?
Copy was last year. Copy was last year. Ulumentain was on the show here. Sound Sultan was on this show. Still talking about music. Brimo was on the show.
Jeff Akon.
Two-Face Idibia was on the show here.
I think you guys should get
Sound Sultan. What?
I think you should get Speed Darlington on the show.
On whose show? Speed Darlington on our show.
Yes, Speed Darlington.
Benga Deka was on this show. Speed Darlington is too slow for this show.
He's running for president in 2023, so he'll be a
of which country?
Of Nigeria.
Okay, wait. See, people have taken this becoming president of Nigeria to just be any commas.
And he's very serious about it.
You guys are not getting him. He said he's running from president.
He's running for president 2023.
Nina, be honest. Will you vote for Speed Darlington? To rule?
At least he can
that one that sleeps inside his Benz.
He doesn't sleep inside his bed. Can I do a Speed Darlington impression for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get my Speed Darlington on. Vote me president 2023, and I will make sure everybody gets OU money. Mr. Alibaba, you must chop OU money 2023, and a big house in Sululolo. Sululala.
Was he joking?
Well, that is voting.
Was he joking about the whole president?
No, he's not joking. He's not joking. He says he's running for
somebody
president.
that can't have money to service his car. Nigeria election is money. Oh.
I know that's
Nigeria election is money. That's why a lot of all those senators and House of Reps members their eyes are red because there's no money to run.
That is best. Made him a better Christian because he does first and second service every week.
That's a good one. He says, my benzo needs a spark plug every week. I need $200 to service my benzo
So he
every
went
week.
to go for me.
No, he's making money. I think he
As
does.
what?
Uber.
He does Uber. He does shows. He gets booked for shows, and his music is selling.
Okay, so
hits
we'll now have an
on
Uber
YouTube.
president.
No, he'll drop the Uber thing when he starts running.
It can just be there. Somebody just request for a president.
And the presidential Uber. You carry somebody somewhere. The president will take off. No, that's not happening. That's not happening. Okay, big songs. When did what were the big songs that the video released?
Fire.
Assurance.
Fire was not
Which one
this
is
year
Fire?
now. Fire was 2016.
Okay. Every
Assurance, one baby.
Yeah, no, Assurance is big. Assurance was bigger than One Baby.
Baby.
So we'll do Assurance, then Wizkid with Tiwa, Stew. No, the song was not Stew. What was the
Just
song?
fever.
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 Yeah.
All right. Kiss Daniel's
Soko
song.
again from Whiskey.
His answer, one ticket. Every time, why have me money?
That one didn't pick up.
He did
It
go.
did.
It did.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all
Bigger
over.
than the one that he did.
Yeba.
Yeba.
Yeba was the
One
biggest.
ticket. Is
Yeba was bigger than One
No,
Ticket.
one ticket is more all over the globe.
One
now.
ticket is
No,
everywhere.
because it's recent. Yeba was.
Did
the
you
biggest.
hear him? One Ticket was more
All
over the global.
Yeah.
What does over
That's
the
like
global
space.
mean?
Is it not your colleague?
It's more national than Yeba.
More
Okay.
national, but
All
it's
right,
more
Two-Face.
global.
Amaka.
Amaka.
Yeah.
And Peruzzi.
Amaka and Peruzzi. Yeah.
Amaka and Peruzzi.
Amaka. No, Amaka, not Amaka.
No, Peruzzi is the
Peruzzi
artist
and
born
Peruzzi
as
and this is
Amaka.
where the song is Peruzzi and Two-Face sang the Amaka.
Do you understand?
Peruzzi.
You will not understand now. You get?
We'll get
Oh, you thought Amaka left Two-Face and visited Peruzzi? Oh.
No,
They both disappointed
featured-
Okay,
Two-Face and
it's not featured though. Featured. Like
who we to pay? Then when you feed DC. When she wants, it's not this.
okay, all right. One other thing, Kiss Daniel. Then this guy that did. If we don't get money,
Yeah,
wait
Victor
till-
Victor Eddie.
Victor Eddie.
And Tenny.
Tenny.
Oh,
Yes,
Tenny's
Case.
song was big.
Case is very big.
Yeah.
Slipcase.
Case, no, the song Case by Tenny.
Case. Yeah.
Okay. The Slipcase too had a song that was big.
Within that.
Couldn't die.
Yeah.
On the codeine diet.
Yes.
On the
So,
codeine
but no,
diet.
they're not enforced. So, they were Alibaba seriously.
Cool.
Olamide had a very big song.
Which song?
Kosewe, Koseko.
Okay, Kosewe, Kosepo.
Was that this year?
Yeah, this year.
It was this year.
was
But
this
because
year.
of the way people will remember when it was, because of the drink, people will know when it was.
That's one thing. It was this year.
It was this year.
Motigbano.
Yeah, early this year.
Motigbano.
Motigbano to
Motigbano came.
Motigbano. I'll keep it with one ticket.
Okay.
Yeah.
One ticket is big.
What
So,
ticket is big?
but we, this lady, Tiwa had a big song.
Which one?
Tiwa had a big song. One.
It's the one for Starboy Day for you.
Uh-huh.
Yes, now.
Starboy, that
No, but
was song.
Tiwa did not feature on the song.
Pachoraki.
She was only in the
Pachoraki
video.
had the big song.
Patoranki, yeah, Heal the World.
It wasn't that big.
No, not the one that was floating.
I'm available.
Okay, and then Burna Boy had a big song
Ah,
as well.
yeah.
Burna Boy had
All
big
his
hits,
songs.
Big hits.
On
And
the
he's
low.
playing at my show.
Yeah.
At my show. He probably might close the show.
Our show.
Yes,
Who
he
else
has to
playing?
close the show.
At my
because-
show, Femi Kuti is playing.
Wande Cole?
Wande Cole is playing. Wande Cole is going to do about like 6 or 7 of his hit songs. Wande Cole has hit songs, so
Yes, it does.
nearly like 14 songs when we counted. Hits. Okay, it was with more hits at the time, so
Yeah.
okay, that's why.
When he left, he left with all the hits.
They will do more of it.
So then, so the ladies didn't shine like that. Yemi Alade.
No.
Wow.
She shone, no?
Yeah?
She shone.
She had a song she shone, or she
did.
shined.
She shone.
She did a song with a Chinese. Chinese with the
She shone.
Oh, sure.
Okay. All right. There was another song that was. There was another song that was a hit. No, it's not in the last song. There was another song that was a hit. That's everybody spell Buhari.
Ah.
Yes, that's Paul Cleverly.
That's Paul Cleverly.
Yes.
This song was back to back, man.
But you know what? Because he used Speed Darlington's voice, Speed Darlington wanted to sue him
Are you
for
joking?
using his voice and not paying him. Yes.
Because of the bang there.
Because of the bang da da dang.
All right. So that's our review. The honorable minister will join us now, and we're going to also just talk about some landmark points in Nigeria's career. Nigeria as a country, and we'll be right back. All right. Welcome back. Every now and then, a lot of people have talked about the unifying dynamics of sports. But one of the sports that we always, that brings us together is football. And our female footballers, the Super Falcons,
Yes.
went to South Africa and demolished,
They conquered.
they conquered the South African football team and brought us this thing. But they were inspired when Amaju said he was going to give them, was it $10,000?
Yeah.
If you see the way the girls were shouting,
Started playing like men.
and they played, and they played like men, and they won. All right, and then like we mentioned, in entertainment, this year has been so glorious.
Yes,
This
so-
year has been so glorious. Cinemas were selling out. Movies were coming, and we're back to back. Movies were back to back. More cinemas have been opened, and it's helping to develop the entertainment industry.
Over 50 premiere.
Movies, and they're A-listed movies. And the one that is really prime right now is Chief Daddy. Chief Daddy, and our premieres are growing. Premieres, they now take a whole hall that sits about like 2,000 to 3,000 people and fill it out for premieres. And fashion is also big as well. Fashion is growing. So yeah, welcome, Honorable Minister. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. First of all, for allowing us use the NTA to push our program. This is the program is one of the most viewed program because we have over 70 million viewers, as the record has shown. And this year, NTA also celebrated 40th year anniversary of television being, and so we started. That means we had television before Spain.
We had television before many countries. Interestingly enough, don't forget that I think the first television station was 1959. That was the Western. It would be WNBS then, WNTV. So we actually did have, television before some European countries. That's correct.
And this year too, the test for the digital switchover started. Or it started last year?
I think it started 2016 actually.
Okay.
With the first pilot scheme in Jos.
Okay.
And after that we moved to Abuja, and then we went to Enugu, then went to Kaduna. And I think by the last count we had pilot schemes in about 5 states of the Federation.
That's good. It's good for us to catch up with digital broadcast because we'll move away from analog broadcasting. The other thing that needs to be mentioned here is that more licenses were given out for radio and television. Mr. President signed some recently.
Yes, I think the President had quite many licenses. But the challenge, actually, I think, is when those stations become operative, and we want to appeal to all those who already have licenses to.
Why did they delay people who? What is the excuse for people who get the licenses? Because situations arose one time. In fact, I heard that some people got licenses 4 or 5 years they were not operating. They just had the licenses.
Well, I think many of them have challenges, some financial, some technical. And our advice is that we should not just apply for
the license
if we are not ready, because it's also poses challenges about allocation of frequencies to the operators. So we would really want to encourage those who apply for licenses to be ready before they apply for licenses.
This year we found out that a lot more stage plays are being put together now. This Bola
Austin Peters.
Yes. She's put some up. So there's a reawakening for stage productions.
I think overall the creative industry in Nigeria has flourished very well this year.
Yes.
The movie, the stage plays, the music. I think one area where Nigeria has shown very strong strength, I think it's in the creative industry. I think it was about a week ago, I was at Bola Austin Peters' premiere of Marry Me. And I think it was a production that any Nigerian would be proud of.
Yes, I understand the technical details were just...
It was just awesome, yes. And the recreation, the narrative, I think it's... she was able to interpret and bring back to life, the Marry Me story, and it compares with any Greek mythology.
Sure.
Yes.
So what in the area of culture, I think there's still a lot that needs to be done in the area of culture. Is it possible to have the Nigerian cultural festival, like NAFest?
We had a very successful NAFest this year. We live in Porakot. One of the most successful. I think the key to cultural festivals, the key to the creative industry is as much as availability of infrastructure, at the same time as the enabling environment. And I think this is where the administration has tried very much to soften the ground for the industry. For instance, about a year ago, we were able to put the film industry also on the pioneer list. And by pioneer list, we mean pioneer status. We mean a situation whereby if you invest a certain amount of money in that industry, then you're entitled to tax relief for about 3, 4, 5 years. And I think recently also when the Zuma Festival was being celebrated, Mr. President actually gave directives to the Bank of Industry and Central Bank to ensure that we have a single-digit, loan interest rate for the creative industry. And I think these are things that can make the industry grow faster.
Most times, I think what we actually fight the most, I think the problem we fight the most is piracy.
Absolutely.
So what's the ministry doing about that?
Well, you see, piracy is part of the greatest challenge to the industry worldwide. It's global. In Nigeria, piracy becomes much more a challenge because of the peculiarity of our own situation. But what the government has done recently to fight piracy is to give more teeth to the laws. And I think it's the credit of the Nigerian police that when I led a team to the IG sometimes last year, he actually set up a piracy team in every command of the police force. But I think to fight piracy, we need more advocacy, and we need more to create more awareness. Many people don't see piracy as an economic crime. Piracy is not just that you are depriving an owner, the creative owner, the fruit of his labor, but really it's it's more fundamental than that, because
it's theft, pure and simple.
It's even more than theft. You see, because it serves as a disincentive to the creative people, to even do more and try to excel. Because if a talented artist, be a musician or
a film
producer, should invest all his earnings and his savings in a particular production, and then overnight somebody else, takes the benefit of it. It's not encouraged, to go into another production. So it's just not an economic crime. It's not just but I think it's a disincentive to creativity itself.
Okay. Before, when I said that you were coming, there were two questions that some people said I should ask you. And one of it is this, that we hear every now and then that some music have been banned because it's foreign to our society. And most times the artist is confused on whether the ban came from MBC or came from the ministry, or who actually imposes a ban on songs that should not be, or songs that are considered uninspiring to the Nigerian people?
I think it's definitely the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission.
Okay.
The ministry does not get involved in
the day-to-day
running of the commission, and I think the commission also takes into consideration a lot of factors before it descends heavily on any particular artist.
Artist. All right. Thank you so much, sir. The phone lines are open. We're still trying. I don't know what is wrong. There's no calls have been passed on. Okay, I have. Yeah, this. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Several videos had come up. This one, I know it's not your this thing, but the thing is that Nigerians now, we celebrate when an error is made by anybody, and they'll blow it up to high heavens. There were several errors in the past. One was my Oga at the top.
Yeah.
My Oga at the top was blown over. Then There's God was before.
A long time ago.
There's God. And when the Where Were Me came up, I saw Mr. Vice President and I said, sir, what did he said? He only said that thing once, and he corrected himself. That he said, where were and they corrected himself. But some people now took it just like they did the.
It's February.
They now looped it, and it looked like he said it like. But one that cannot be forgotten is transmission. You people talk about that one, so that it's not me.
I started my career last month too.
You're afraid to talk about transmission.
1 month in the industry.
That was on the Inspector General of Police when he went for one commissioning of something.
I just started this career.
Why are you people judging?
Aproko is my senior colleague. Aproko, over to you.
Aproko?
I'm just enjoying music from Simon Keys.
Excellency, you see that they are all dodging. That they talk about every other thing, but this one that is this thing.
No, we can't do that now. The police is our friend. We can't just.
If we say anything to we'll see the real transmission. However, it is, I want my cell to be cold with room temperature water.
All right, okay. All right. The Super Eagles qualified for African Nations Cup. It was this year as well. And then the biggest news is that the president has approved the minimum wage. Sir? Has it been approved? Minimum wage? 30 or 25? They are not so sure yet.
What I'm sure of is that the committee has submitted its recommendations to Mr. President, and it's been studied.
Okay. All right. So that will be sorted. But the monkeys and all those things that swallowed money this year, they've not caught them.
They have been sorted.
There was monkey swallows this year now.
Did you swallow?
So you know there are some things that you can say. This is my first time of hearing monkey.
Oh no! But the interesting thing was that it was this year that we found out that WAEC actually makes a lot more money. The money that WAEC makes that were not. So the TSA actually has worked as
I think you have rather been unfair on the government. From us, especially when you look at JAM, but you look at WAEC, and you look at what it used to be before and what it is today. I remember that from 2010 to 2015, JAMB made cumulative savings of about 51 million naira.
Okay.
Whereas in 2017 alone, under this administration, JAM made 7.8 billion naira.
So where was the money going before now?
So I think you see, let's look at things in context. And I even think, this Python thing and you're talking about, I think it's been taken out of context because actually what happened was that the new JAM registrar came in and was trying to ask what happened before we came. And what happened before he came, that
monies were just disappearing.
That's why the story of the Python. It had nothing to do with this administration. It was actually this administration's attempt to
find out
to clear
the excuse came out that it was
but
Python.
Unfortunately, nobody asked questions.
Okay.
The Python thing was what happened before we came
the
in.
Administration came
and it was when this registrar came in and was asking what happened to the money. That was the story of the Python.
Excellency, what we are now thinking is that the registrars before this register, right, should all refund money. Where are you going?
I'm a guest today.
No, but Excellency,
but you see
but if all this shows that before this administration came and looked into all these examination bodies, it means that a lot of people were collecting money.
You see, when this administration introduced the TSA, or rather insisted that the single treasury account should be rigorously implemented, we didn't invent it, but it existed only in name.
Okay.
And when we came in, the federal government had over 22,000 various accounts in various banks.
Yeah, sure.
And which meant we were paying charges, on those accounts. And then the government didn't have the
control.
Even and to know exactly how much was being it had. But you see, over time between 2015 and today, over 9 trillion naira had passed through the TSA, and that has made it, possible for government to actually prioritize its spending and know what it has in the kitty at any
which was not
time.
happening before.
Not happening before.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. So we normally toast to this year, and we lost a former president this year.
Yes.
We lost a former president. When did we lose Ekweme?
We did, I think, last year. Was it this year, last year?
It was this year as well.
This year, I think it must be very early this year, yes.
Yeah, we lost Ekweme this year.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So we're going to now toast to Nigeria. Toast to Nigeria and toast to peace and love, and then to our armed forces. The armed forces remembers this, and I just saw you wearing this now.
Right.
So the men who sacrificed their life to make us safe in this country. So, yeah. Okay, Chef, how are you, sir?
Sir, very fine, thank you, sir.
So we're ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is for you.
Okay. This is mine.
Sorry, that's yours.
Okay. MC Prince,
Sir?
come and...
This is madam's.
Okay, so come.
You can use mine, it's clean.
Okay, all right, so this is...
Madam, this is yours.
Okay. And you said the name of this food again is...
Beer braised meatballs with the creamy mashed potatoes and fresh parsley.
Musoben, that's what I told them.
Odema.
Thank you, Chef. Kedi. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll toast to Nigeria and toast to our future and the peace, but most especially to the Nigerian Armed Forces. All right? to Nigerian Armed Forces. My dad was one of them. My dad is one of them, not was in the army.
Toast. Cheers.
January 1st to...
Yes.
And then the new year, the next time we come to you will be in the new year. Happy New Year to all of you. Prosperous New Year. The next year that we're getting into 2019 is going to be better than every other year. And truly, yes, the minister also forgot to mention that our rice importation has dropped, and we now, in fact, nearly 90% of our rice is locally made.
As a matter of fact, we hope to be self-sufficient in rice by next year.
All right. So let's toast to our rice, and because rice is part of Christmas, so don't play.
No, I think it's not. I think we should not trivialize what we've done in rice production.
Okay. Thank you, Chef. Hey, KD. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll toast to Nigeria and toast to our future and the peace, but most especially to the Nigerian Armed Forces. All right? To Nigerian Armed Forces. My dad was one of them. My dad is one of them, not was in the army.
Toast. Cheers.
January 1st to...
Yes.
And then the new year, the next time we come to you will be in the new year. Happy New Year to all of you. Prosperous New Year. The next year that we're getting into 2019 is going to be better than every other year. And truly, yes, the minister also forgot to mention that our rice importation has dropped, and we now, in fact, nearly 90% of our rice is locally made.
As a matter of fact,
Thank you, Chef. Hey, KD. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll toast to Nigeria and toast to our future and the peace, but most especially to the Nigerian Armed Forces. All right? To Nigerian Armed Forces. My dad was one of them. My dad is one of them, not was in the army.
Toast. Cheers.
January 1st to...
Yes.
And then the new year, the next time we come to you will be in the new year. Happy New Year to all of you. Prosperous New Year. The next year that we're getting into 2019 is going to be better than every other year. And truly, yes, the minister also forgot to mention that our rice importation has dropped, and we now, in fact, nearly 90% of our rice is locally made.
as a matter of fact, we hope to be self-sufficient in rice by next year.
All right. So let's toast to our rice, and because rice is part of Christmas, so don't play.
No, I think it's not. I think we should not trivialize what we've done in rice production.
Okay. Yeah.
You see, in 2014, we imported 1.2 million metric tons of rice. Okay.